This much dream of a lifetime.
Grew up hard without a father, didn't have many options. Had to visualize my dreams and go and get it poppin'. Mama staying on her knees, praying God to save us. And now I'm hanging in the streets where we all some strangers. You can see it in my eye, I was born a beast. They say this life will serve you pie, then I want a piece. And you won't know until you try, get up on your feet. Don't mind them busters cause they lie, my people gone to sleep. Keep it G, wish we could clean up all the neighborhoods. Get rich with me and we can move up out the neighborhood. Slanging wood to these boppers only causing stress. You take the good with the bad and go dissolve the rest. Staying down, I just laugh and get it off my chest. No one around to call dad, so I must do for self. Having dreams of that bag with trophies on the shelf. The Coliseum so packed and God my only help.
Gotta believe there's a better way. Me and my seed have a better day. But we only get one lifetime. But we only get one lifetime, yeah. Money come, money go away. But that real love, we can't go away. Cause we only get one lifetime. Cause we only get one lifetime.
Trying to go on vacation and take my kids overseas. I'm running out of patience, things ain't always what they seem. Trying to find some happiness in a desperate grind. Don't wanna die before my time, just trying to set my mind. The darkness makes you feel heartless and though I'm yet to shine, continue playing my part until I get what's mine. Stay believing and striving, best keep your head up. The devil gonna keep on trying you till you fed up. Get up early in the morning and make my bed up. Pressing forward, I'm seeking, gotta keep my head up. Them jealous suckers start creeping, gotta let the lead bust. And I ain't tripping, I'm cheaping another head rush. King size rails covered in the spread plush. Mean guys prevail, motive in the rev up. Burn off on these punks, keep a winner's mind. Got a call from Lil Mama saying it's dinner time.
Gotta believe there's a better way. Me and my city have a better day. But we only get one lifetime. But we only get one lifetime. Money come, money go away. But that real love we can't go away. Cause we only get one lifetime. Cause we only get one lifetime. Gotta believe there's a better way. Me and my city have a better day. But we only get one lifetime. But we only get one lifetime. Money.
Hello.
What's up, family? How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, man. How about
What's
you?
up? I'm great, man. Welcome to my tribe. And my tribe, welcome back. I have a very special guest here. He's an artist, you know what I'm saying, and many other things. I believe he's an actor. Brother TOSKAGO, Martin, man. How you doing, brother, man?
I'm doing great, man. I'm happy to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, I don't even know where to start, man. Your artwork is, man, just I'm looking at it, man. It's like it's moving on me, man, and it's just, you know what I'm saying, it's just amazing, man. That's that's all I can say. But I want to show, you know what I'm saying, show the people a little clip of yourself, man. You know what I'm saying, to get everything started.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
I think at the end of the day, it's just about balance, you know? You spend so much time giving these pieces of yourself to other people that eventually you'll be nothing.
Yeah, but who am I if I'm not giving more?
I get what you're saying. You know, sometimes when I'm not creating art, it's like I'm nothing. I'm like hollow on the inside, you know? It's almost like everybody around you is a piece of yourself. You create your own reality. So everything that you fear or everything that you're scared of about other people is just a reflection of yourself. And you can't keep spending so much time tearing yourself down, eating yourself from the inside instead of building yourself up. You know, your mind should be a space of creativity, of growth. So don't let the reality that you've created become a cage.
Wow, man. Wow. That's amazing, man. That's amazing, man.
Appreciate you.
Just the introduction, of great work. You know what I'm saying? I've found you on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? And I just had to touch down with you, man, and I had to have you on my show. Like I said, we do a thing called a dope poetry jam session where we have artists, whether you do paintings, musician, or just spoken word, you know what I mean, to come on our platform, man, and show the world your talent, So
Yeah.
welcome, man. I appreciate you coming on, man.
I'm happy to be here, man. Thank you so much for the love.
That's what's up, man. Tell me more a little about yourself. A lot of people seen the commercial, what age did you discover that you had a gift in painting and creating?
I've actually been painting for like around 4 years now. Like I started well, it's not my 4 year anniversary is coming up pretty soon, but I started painting like my late junior year of high school, and now I'm a sophomore in college. But my mom would tell you that like I've always known how to like draw and stuff like that. So
Right.
yeah, she the one who put me onto that.
Yeah. Was you the kid that would be writing on the walls and she had to get on you for writing?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Getting in trouble and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Oh yeah. So that
Hmm.
was just talent just busting out. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
for sure. Uh,
I also seen that you had actually done some work here in Indiana.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Fort Wayne, Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Can you tell me a little about this?
Yeah, so so I'm originally from Kenya, Africa.
Okay.
And I ended up moving to Indiana whenever we like moved to America and stuff like that. So
Wow.
that's actually my high school that I learned how to paint, and like that's where I
Okay.
discovered everything. So um they were doing some like since I started doing art there, like I started like winning more awards, and then they started seeing art as something more viable, because I'm from a lower end like lower income area and stuff like that. So nobody ever really, they don't care about art or nothing like that. But
Mhm.
as time went along, they saw like, oh wow, we're getting like funding because of the art and stuff. And we got a new principal who was like, oh man, I want to like put this out and like help
Yeah.
kids out and everything. So I ended up doing like a collaborative mural idea with like a bunch of the kids in the school and stuff. So I
Okay.
painted the girl, and then we came up with the idea to like uh have all the kids who are in art classes like paint something that they find special or they like or whatever, and like have that coming out of the mind of the girl in a way. So like whenever you're walking up the ramp, and then all of the art room classes are like this way to that hallway, you like end up seeing like, whoa, what is all of this amazing stuff? And then you see, oh, it's coming out of the mind of one of our students.
Wow, man. Wow, yeah, that's amazing right there, man. I was, I always, had a passion. I should have went to art school myself, but didn't. But you know what I'm saying. So it was I always had a passion for art. I was the one also get in trouble for writing in places I should have been writing as a kid. Just
Yeah.
sometimes, the mind can oversee the capsule that you're in, and you just got to bust it out. To let the world know, hey, man, I don't know what this is, but I got a hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And it's a
exactly.
gifted hand. Yeah,
Hmm.
man. As far as your inspiration, who can you name? Can you name me a few artists that inspired you growing up?
Growing up, I was really well. Growing up, I was really like, I didn't really have access to like being to like see like artists and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But I've always been really inspired by like storytelling and stuff, because as a like my tribe and everything, literally, like, I like that it's called that this show's called My Tribe, because like I'm actually in a tribe in Kenya. Um,
Most dope, dope.
Yeah, so the way
Yes,
that we
sir.
practice
Yeah.
like anything really is through
Hmm.
storytelling. So like since I've been a young kid and everything, all the lessons that I've learned about myself or the world have been based in stories that my grandpa or my grandma or my mom tells me
Hmm.
that have been passed down, in my tribe
Right.
for generations and stuff like that. So I've always seen that as like the highest form of story of art for real, because it helped me get empathy, and like helped
Right.
me be able to interact with other people, especially when I came here and I ain't know nobody, I didn't know how to speak English or anything, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
wow. Yeah.
So being able
Mhm.
to hear these stories and like understand that at the core of everybody, we just human beings. So even if there was a barrier between me, like, and everybody else through the language and everything like that, or the culture, there were still things that we
Mhm.
could relate on, because everybody's been happy, everybody's experienced sadness in their life, no matter where you're at in the world.
Right.
Um,
Mhm.
yeah, so that really helped me find like my philosophy for like making art, and it
Mhm.
inspires like how I do my thing.
Right. That's dope shit. As far as Kenya, so you your family's based in Kenya.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
as far as I see that you have been in Baltimore. Are you currently in Baltimore? You
yeah,
said
yeah, 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 yeah.
you're
I'm in
currently in Baltimore, exactly. So, how has it, that influenced your art? Seeing how the politics and the urban life, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Everywhere it is a it's a thing. How Baltimore had, the show The Wire and
yeah.
different things like that and drugs, what I'm saying? I've seen how you implemented that in your work, so how has being in Baltimore affected your art?
I feel like It's been like more eye opening in a way because like Fort Wayne and everything. Because I used to live in Gary, then I lived in Fort Wayne,
Mhm.
um, and those are like they're cities and everything like that. But they're not like big cities like how Baltimore
No.
is. And it's a
Yeah.
really it was really it's really eye opening to see like um just how people interact with others in such big cities. Like it almost feels like so impersonal. Like there's so many people around you that like you can't bring yourself to make like a connection with everybody, you
Yes.
know. And
Uh-huh.
especially like and it's way different from like where I grew up in Kenya because I'm originally from like this mountain top village and everything like that. And
Mhm.
obviously I know everybody there because it's a village, you know, like we built this place together, right? So like coming here, you'll see like and even like people struggling for real. Like there's
Right.
people who like addicted to drugs or something like that, or people who are like crippled or something like that, and they're
Mhm.
walking the street begging for something, and people will have to walk by without even like giving a second glance in a way. It's like they've been
Right.
trained in a sense, you know, to not see this person next to them as another man or to ignore it because it's always there.
Mhm.
So it's been really interesting, and I think that's helped me like want to kind of like push my art closer to like the human experience in a way, right? You know.
Exactly. Mhm.
Yes, I've been. That's why I've been
Uh,
like even in that film like that you showed like I
mhm.
started getting into like the music that you heard in the background. Like I
Yeah.
wrote that and
Uh,
I wrote that and I like composed the instruments and everything like that. And I had my friend sing on it, like the opera and everything. 'Cause
wow.
it was like
That's dope.
because I seen how music can like connect people too,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah.
Mhm. And music and art goes hand in hand, like you said. And that was pretty much my next question. You know what I'm saying? How, you pulling these concepts and ideas from? You say you pulling actually from walking down the street, actually seeing things. You know what I'm saying? Where people would, look over. You know what I'm saying? As an art mind, you can't unsee it.
Yeah.
It's like a photographer. He takes snaps pictures. You can't unsee it. You can't
Yeah.
unsee the poverty. You can't see the drug use of opiates. You know what I'm saying? In Baltimore, you can't unsee even the beauty. But I'm not going to. It's not about just the baddest. Whatever. You can't unsee it. Um, do you also use like photos to grab your
Yeah.
concept from as well?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like just like how you're saying, there's sometimes where like because you have that observational eye, you know. So I'm always looking for like even if I don't want to, it's in my
Mhm.
subconscious to like look for
Right.
different images and things like that.
Right.
Or I'm always chasing an idea even when I'm not trying to. So it's hard not to notice
Mhm.
those things. And then
Yeah.
like sometimes I'll see something and then I'll be like, wow, this is beautiful. You know, I gotta snap a picture of this. Like especially like in the city, like there's a lot of beautiful architecture or like
Mhm.
just scenery, and I'm like, oh, that'd be cool for a painting, you know. Like I'm always
Right.
thinking about like it,
Mhm.
like
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I want to go into one of your pieces. You
hmm
know, this right here, man. This is some dope stuff. Can tell the people just what was this? You know what I mean? What was your mind? You know what I'm saying? What was the meaning behind this? And why is this? This guy right here at this corner,
yeah,
and I see the detail in this, man, is crazy. Even at the top of his head, I believe that's even more detailed. Get into that, brother.
appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
So this piece was really about like I wanted to do a piece that kind of encapsulated that feeling of not knowing what to do, you know, when you come towards like a big life event, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
There's a lot of times in my life, like after my uncle died like last year and everything, that I really wasn't sure how to like move on, you know, or how I was supposed to take that and then use that type of that new reality and be able to cope with it, you know?
Right.
So I
Uh-huh.
wanted to make a piece that kind of got to that core idea of like confusion in a sense. And the way that I pictured it was one day I was walking in Baltimore and everything, and I saw
Mhm.
this busy street and I was like, and the like the horns were blaring, the lights
Yeah.
and everything like that. And I was like, yo, this is exactly that feeling. You're at a
Yes.
cross, and I was like, oh yeah, when you're at a crosswalk and you don't, I'm like, oh man, do I turn this way? Do I turn that way? And that's
Mhm.
why you have so much imagery of like signs and stuff like that in a piece,
Mhm.
like all of those signs in the background, and then on him, like he has writing, he has eyes. That actual that texture on the bottom, I put like some braille. So like if you
Mhm.
wanted to like touch it and everything, like you could, and it reads like the
Oh,
braille, yeah, the braille
oh,
reads
okay.
what's going on. So
Oh
it's
man, that's
like,
dope, man.
yeah, and then
Damn, man, that is clever, man, and it's dope. Like so this is like a, you know what I'm saying? It's not only just art, you know what I'm saying, where you can see, you can also feel. So that's even crazier, man.
and there's yeah, and there's and that shows like there's so many different ways of understanding the world, you know, like even
Right,
if you're
right,
blind, you have to interpret things a certain way
mhm,
because the blind person can't see all the signs in the bag. So you have
right,
to like feel to
mhm,
understand where to go now, what to do now in this
right,
like new state. And like my
mhm,
friend, he was also going through some stuff too. So like I felt like, you know, it's something
right.
that could speak to him as well, right? And then also you can see like I don't know, is it like his left or right eye? Like he's blind in one of
His
them.
right eye, his
Yeah,
right eye.
and it's like
So he's actually
it's
blind in his right eye, so therefore he's other senses, and he's
ex-
distraught because he really has to pay attention now because he has one eye.
exactly.
That's dope, man.
And then it's like it's on the and then you can't see either. Like you can't see where
Mhm,
he's looking at, what he's looking to, and everything like that. So
right,
you're on the blind side of him, just like how he's
oh,
blindsided, you know?
right, right.
Yes.
Whoa. So above his head, I see how detailed it is. Is there encrypted something at the top?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
What
yeah,
is
yeah.
that, bro? I see. I caught that. You know what I'm saying?
It's
What's
a
that?
so it's like a ibis. It's like a ibis sticker that's
Uh-huh,
that I put on the back of like the stop sign and everything, the
uh-huh.
crosswalk sign. And ibises are like they're representative of like balance and everything, right? And I thought that
Right,
would be perfect to put on top of like a crosswalk because that's already like showing like two sides, two options where to go. So
right,
it's that idea of balance and everything like that,
right
trying
there
to
in the
be with
center.
these. Hmm.
Right, right.
And then you
And
can see
that's
that with like even the coloring, like red
mhm,
on the one side, the blue on the
uh-huh.
other. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah. Like I said, I just want to go through a couple of your pieces, man. It's just, so the world can see, you know what I'm saying? This right here, this is yourself, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So tell us a little about this one. This is just
Um,
to me, to me, it's just like it was raining. It's a rainy day, right?
mm-hmm.
And like you said, you in the hustle and bustle of the streets, wherever you're going, but it's in the hustle and bustle, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of the street life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was that exact same feeling that I was talking to you about a little earlier,
Mhm.
like because like the core of this is about like drug addiction and everything like that. And in
Uh-huh.
the piece, I'm representative of like somebody who's like addicted to like opiates or like to opiates in this way I wanted to show like I have so many different like conflicting emotions and everything like that.
Okay.
Like you see like
Wow.
there's a smile laughing and then at the core of it, right, it's like a sinister face like at the bottom.
Mhm, mhm,
um but just like you're saying, it's a rainy day in the city and everything's so blurry. It shows that despite me going through all of this trauma or like going through all of this struggle, that people aren't noticing. That these people don't even care to like pass by because on the front, the face that's most solid, it's regular, you know? They don't know it's a problem yet because it hasn't been shown outwardly. And
exactly.
and
Mhm,
that's really how it be, you know, like
right,
people don't care until it's too late. And by the time it starts
right,
showing visibly, it's already gonna be too late because I've been addicted for months, you know?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, going to another one of your other pieces. This is your home background, basically. Where I'm gathering, you know what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
think you went more home with it, Kenya. You know what I'm saying. It pretty much, or your nationality. You know what I'm saying. Can you give me a little insight on this one?
So I ended up this was actually I think this was like my like second painting that I made and everything. So I
Oh
wanted
wow.
to like do something that was a little more like to myself because I was still trying to get comfortable with painting and everything.
Hmm.
Um so this was about kind of how I was feeling like in America and everything like that. It was like a continuation type of my first painting and how I was struggling in a way to like acclimate to like the new culture that's around me and this new struggle and everything and how it felt like almost like as I'm assimilating into American culture and everything like that I had to um like burn away and take away all of my like traditional garb and traditional culture and the way that I was brought up and everything so I could fit in, you know? And
Right.
it was really isolating. That's why I put myself in the desert and everything like that because
Wow.
and I was like, it felt like I didn't have anybody at the time because
Mm.
you know, my parents are different than me because, you know, even though
Yeah.
we both immigrated here, their
Hmm.
parents, they have to worry about
That's
being,
right.
yeah, you
Yeah.
know, like they have
It's,
their own different struggles, right?
yeah. Uh-huh.
And my siblings are all like way older than me. Like my sister is like almost like 6 years older than I am. So I couldn't even like really talk to her about it because she was in a whole different stage of her life for real, you know. She was in college when I made this, so it's like I couldn't really find somebody to guide me through these emotions and these feelings because she was already out of it by that point, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Uh-huh.
And she was a lot older when we moved to America, so she might have not have had the same struggle with her identity because she wasn't like brought up here, you know, the
Right.
same
I
way.
understand that. Yeah. I understand that, man. I just how our parents, you know what I'm saying, we you teach the children to be greater than us. You know, I teach my child to be greater than me, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, as technology gets greater and everything is closer, you know what I'm saying? The world is closer now, you know what I'm saying? Here I'm talking to you, you know what I'm saying, live stream, and you know, you in Baltimore. So you know what I'm saying? They didn't have that. So they things they can't understand, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
literally.
They don't understand how fast this thing is, and you know, a lot of things that's going on. It's
Mhm.
just, you know, we can be pretty much stuck in our ways, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
Oh
but
yeah.
but you know, it's like you said, the love is there, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And that's it, man. You know. Well, yeah, but that right there, man. Is man, your artwork is crazy, man. This one right here, man. I'm touch on this one. I don't know where to begin, or you know where I'm gonna let you tell me.
Oh, for sure. So this is like monumental for me because
Okay.
the model for this had hit me up on Instagram and she had told me like, "Yo, I'm going through the," and she's my good friend and everything now. But she was like, "I'm going through this like struggle right now in my life. Like, I just got out of this relationship and it was so toxic and I don't know what to do and it felt hard like being able to love myself and everything like that. Can you make a piece of art that can embody that?" And this was like mind blowing to me because right
Wow.
at this by this point, I had just this was like my fourth painting or my third painting or something like that. So
Hmm.
I had just gotten to this like new medium and everything. And you know, my whole goal is to create empathy. Like that's why I do all this storytelling and everything like that. So having somebody come to me and ask me to share their vision or to be their brush or whatever, it was like really it was crazy. And that's all I do now. So
Right.
that's
Yeah.
why it's monumental.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Check. I mean, also checking it out. You know, what I'm saying, I see where she's submerged underwater, but I see fire. So
Yeah.
what was that? What was the concept of that?
So I was trying to get at that idea of like whenever you're in like a toxic relationship, not even with just a person, but with anything, it's
Yeah.
like a lot of conflicting emotions, you know, like
Hmm.
she feels like she's suffocating, but this icy water or whatever, she's still being calm and warm. So she doesn't know if she should leave, you know? It's that type of way.
Yeah.
And I have like another drawing that's like the other side of it. So it's like black and white. And
Hmm.
the other character there is like is also on fire. So in that way it was to show that whenever you're in a toxic relationship with somebody, like it's to you guys are sharing this type of pain, like
Right.
they like if they're imposing it on you, that means it's happening to them, you know? Like
Exactly. Hmm.
and that's really how it is with a lot of stuff that people you're given what you have, you know?
That's right.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And that's a bait. I looked at. I love the crispness of it. You know what I'm saying? I love abstract as well, but I was like, I wanted. I see a person submerged underwater,
Yeah.
and then you never know. Like you know, sometimes I can go and you know, you go into an art gallery and you know, you look at art and you may tell a story. Like I say before, you may tell a story from your perspective because you're looking at it, but the artist is not there to really tell you what
Yeah.
was really meant behind the paintings or drawings behind the art. So that's what's happening, brother. That's what's up.
Oh,
Yeah,
and fun fact, she was 3 months pregnant
uh,
when we made that painting. So
oh wow, okay,
yeah, so
wow,
my little
yes,
nephew was in there. Like yeah, so it was
oh yeah,
that's almost like a baby picture for him too.
oh okay,
Yeah.
cool. And this one right here, what is this? Is that um? Explain this one. You know.
Yeah.
Mhm,
So this one is based like on it's another piece like about
mhm.
opiates, but I wanted to go a lot deeper into it. So I had ended up so like when I was in, this the opiate addiction crisis and everything is huge in the Midwest, you know?
Yes.
So I went to like the thrift store and I ended up talking to this guy outside of the store and everything like that. And he was just telling me about like his addiction and how he was struggling and how he had been struggling with it. And through that conversation, um, I got this image for this piece, right? And the way that he talked about it, it was like the opiates were like his goddess in a way, something to be
Wow.
praised and something to be like wanted.
Hmm.
And that's why I made this piece. Like it's kind of like I wanted it to be like Adam and Eve in a way, like calling back to those types of imagery
Right.
from the Bible and everything. So like you see, oh, and then also like with the like Adam and God, when like that Michelangelo painting when God gave Adam life, it's the same way like here, but
Yeah.
it's corrupted because it's like
Right.
he's fiending for these like opiates and everything, but beneath
Wow.
this like
Mhm.
beneath this beauty, this goddess that he loves so much is like something that will like kill him eventually. And that's why like the snake head, it's like a snake wrapping around her, ready to
Yeah.
bite him. And it starts off small, right? Like, oh
Uh-huh.
man, this is just a little snake. It's not gonna do that much to me. I mean, it's already
Mhm.
scared because it's a snake, but it's wrapped around a
Mhm.
beautiful woman. But then it gets a little much larger because the problem will only weigh more and more on him.
Right.
And that's why there's like a oh
Mhm.
you got this, you got this.
Mhm. Also, do I see a hand at the door?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
What is that? So I'm looking. Is that the what's the hand?
That's the devil for real. Yeah.
That's yeah, yeah,
As
man.
this happens, like
Yeah,
it's letting the devil enter the room, and that's gonna be, his eventual demise and everything. So
right.
and I had that like Mary over there praying and everything. So it could be like,
Mhm.
oh, is he protected in a way? Like, is this gonna help him and save him? But
Mhm.
you don't know yet because
Mhm.
the story hasn't concluded. And
Right.
that's
Oh,
you know,
okay. Yes, man. That's. I mean, like I said, when I look at the art, I can come up with many conclusions to it. You know what I'm saying? Until you actually talk to the author of it, you know what I'm saying? You really don't know. And that's the dope thing about art as well. And music. When we get into music, also, are you inspired by music? Are you listening to music when you're painting? Is there, what particular
yeah.
music that you listen to when you do your thing?
Oh yeah. Honestly, I try to make sure that there's like songs that I like all like or
Mm.
albums or everything that I always listen to. Like
Yeah.
I always listen to like Kendrick Lamar, like To Pimp a Butterfly whenever I'm working. I know I love this man. And
Man,
he's like
that's
with
dope, man.
storytelling and like talking
Hey,
about like real stuff. That's exactly what I'm trying to do, with these
to me, that's to me, I grew up in the Tupac Biggie era. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little
fans.
older than you, but he's y'all modern day Pac to me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
He's
for
the
sure.
modern day Tupac. So
Yeah.
man,
And
for you to
and
that's
that's like
creative.
I love listening to Biggie when I'm working, bro. Like
Okay.
I've listened to like Ready to Die back to front so many times while working. And I love because that whole album, it feels so cinematic. Like it starts off with like him being born and then you
Yes.
go through his life until like his like suicide at the end and everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can do that with art. Like where he was
Yeah.
able to capture so much with art.
Right.
And I'm like, I want to be
Yes.
able to do that. So it gets
Yes.
me like invigorated to do that.
Yes. Yes. I mean, and it's crazy because saying, like I said, music. That's why I'm directing this. Music and art go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? It just one. What I'm saying, you listening, and the other one you have to see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I see that you're literally doing both with your
Yeah.
art. You have moving artwork, man. that shit is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? To look at your moving artwork. You know how you know some people go in there and to go into an art gallery, and right now that I know Nipsey Hussle had art that if you use your iPhone, and you put it over this barcode in his store, the art actually moved coming to a theater near you. You dig what I'm saying? That shit is crazy, and that's what you tapping into. That's what you have tapped into, and that's the next wave of walking into an art gallery. And I'm not sure if they're doing it now or not. You know what I'm saying? But the art's moving. It's actually moving, and it's created by the artist. That's dope, brother. And that being said, this release right here, man, amazing, amazing, man. This piece right here, man, I actually want to show a clip here about this. You know what I'm saying? That you have produced.
Just like seeing her for the first time again. Just like seeing her.
Man, that is crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? What tell me about this, bro. And I don't even want to I don't want to have you tell me what's up with this, man. This piece right here. This is crazy, man.
So
this is crazy.
This is like I feel like this was like my first time really being able to like hit on all of like the elements that I've been trying to build up since I started painting, like having those religious influences, because this is like a Last Supper rendition, then like the way that I was painting and everything. So this was like a really big deal for me. And then I also got to paint my brother, which was amazing. But this piece is really about it's called Self-Sacrifice, and it's really just about that. Like me and my brother had been struggling with, because we're both from like lower income areas and everything like that, and it's this mentality of wanting to get out of that space, wanting to be able to use your skills to like get yourself and the people that you care about out of that. So we found that like some of the things that we were doing to try to like get out were like more self-destructive than they were like gaining, because there's that real like hustle mentality, like you got to work hard all the time or whatever, but but that was almost killing us in a way, because we were never giving ourselves a break, and it was that own like mentality of our own like self-hatred in a way, you know what I'm saying? How you pick at every single action that you're doing. That was really stopping us from being able to like move on to that next level, and then be able to like push forward out of that. So I find so I found that imagery of like the Last Supper, because during that in Christian, in the Christian religion and everything like that, that was like the greatest, the perfect sacrifice, Jesus giving his body and blood to the entire world through his message and everything. But because we're because our minds are corrupted, and we didn't understand ourselves in that time period, we weren't able to like use our body and blood to help save others, but rather we were using it to destroy ourselves. That's why it's a bunch of himself at a table eating himself, So
that's crazy. That's dope, man. The concept, man, you know what I'm saying? Just looking at it and how it's very detailed, you know what I'm saying? Each person is, like you sitting at the table, where every person is a person of yourself, you know what I'm saying? So the concept of that, man, is wild. Matter of fact, man, I actually want to show the clip again, man.
Just like seeing her for the first time again. Just like seeing her.
Wow, bro. Hey man, you sick, man. You
Appreciate
sick.
you, man.
You hear me? That is sick. That's crazy, man. That is crazy.
Hey,
You know, it's just, you know, I'm like I said, I'm an artist myself, man. You know what I'm saying? So to see, you know, art elevating it at another level where, you know, I'm actually making things move. You know, you taking my family, I'm taking my brother. You know what I'm saying? He's my, you know, he's my you know, my model. You know, to do this, and also we share the same shit, like um um struggles. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, come on, man.
yeah.
You know, that's dope, brother.
Hmm.
That is dope. Um, like I said, I wanted to speak on the opiate, you know what I mean? And you really been touching on that. That was, you know, one of my points, you know what I'm saying? But you already been speaking on that, you know what I'm saying? How, you know, being in Baltimore, seeing how that, you know, it's hit heavy, not just Baltimore, Midwest, period, everywhere.
Hmm.
Opiate epidemic is really huge. It actually has killed more people, you know what I'm saying, than actually murder, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Homicides, you know what I'm saying? So this year and last year, you know what I'm saying? So it is really big around the world, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Definitely here in the United States.
Hmm.
I also want to touch on this one. This 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 sister right here.
Hmm.
Uh, what's what's going on here in this release, this piece?
So like with this piece, I wanted to so it came about like after having like conversations with my best friend, who's the model for it, and like my sisters and everything about like just black women in America. So I decided to make like two different pieces trying to explore yeah, like how black women are perceived and
Hmm.
then versus how like, you know, internally like you feel and everything like that. So this piece was about like how you, and then I have a black and white one that's about how you feel. And then
Hmm.
this piece was about like how you're perceived, you know, and it's about, and you can see from this, like black women are always stereotyped to be like, I mean, black women are strong and beautiful and everything like that,
Right.
but they're always
Oh yeah.
confined to that box of
Oh yeah.
only ever being strong. So you're not able to show feelings the same way that like other people can, you know what I'm saying? Or
Hmm.
like whenever you do show any type of emotion, like you're being aggressive or you're doing too much, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
or you need to chill out, you need to calm down, you an angry black girl or whatever. So it's this like struggle, this inner struggle of having to uh be dehumanized in a way, not being able to
Hmm.
feel emotion or like exist like how other people are, you know, and
Right.
also being there as an object of um you know, sacrifice in a way. Like, so like,
Mhm.
you know, like that's why like she's bleeding from her side and everything like that, and like the blood is going into the water. It's because like I've always known and seen like a lot of stuff from black culture, like in everywhere around the
Mhm.
world, you know, like even from
Mhm.
Africa, like it's
Right.
taken from us and it's used and appropriated by other people without any credit, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
black women are this beacon of culture and influence, but
Real shit.
black women are still at the bottom of the rung in the world.
Yes.
That's crazy to me that
It
like
is.
now we got like the Kim Kardashian like BBL trend and everything like that, but black women are like called disgusting
Yeah.
or
Hmm.
whorish or whatever for being built like that naturally,
Hmm. Hmm.
or like people trying to like say that our hairstyles are unprofessional, but now you want box braids.
That's fair.
That's
Mhm.
crazy to me. It's
Yes.
like, and that's and
Hmm.
that's how it is. That's what I try to get at with that imagery.
Hmm.
You know, that's why she's like opening herself up
Hmm.
because she like to for the world when you see her, she's for the taking. She's not human. And then the rocks in the background are like, here, come here, you'll be strong and this is a safe space for you in a way, right?
And her arms is open. You know what I mean? Even though she's been cut, man. She's been scorned,
Exactly. So
like
no
you
matter
said.
what, yeah, exactly. So no,
You
even
know.
when black women are struggling or and hurt or whatever, they're
Mhm.
still here to help you out, you know?
That's right. You know. What I'm saying, and we us as black culture, man, you have culture vultures, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Where they constantly, you know what I'm saying, you know, looking at even in your black art, you know what I'm saying, even in a community of art, the black artists always get shunned, but they steal your shit. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? They
Exactly.
won't just put you in the top displays, but they look at your art and take it like they've been doing throughout history. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's the same way how they treat our black, our black wound the same way. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'll look at her, her lips are too big, her ass is too fat.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But then they go and
Get
get
lip
major
injections.
surgery done the same
Exactly.
way.
Exactly.
Bro, we dope, man. We dope. We the dopest people on the planet, man. And
Exactly.
that's why I'm here with this platform display. You know what I'm saying? We dope by nature, man. Coming out the womb. So yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? It just to see, this it speaks its power. You hear? I'm bleeding. I'm hurt. I'm naked. You know what I'm saying? This is me, but I've been hurt, but my arms are still out. My hands are still out. You did? Man, that's dope, bro. That is cold. Yes, sir. I have a few more. This one right here, man. I see there's a whole lot going on in this one. I see there's a beautiful woman, and there's, I don't know, is he a servant, but I see a head on his platter, on his plate. But I also see chaos in the streets. And also if you look, if you look even closer, so like I said, you see the chaos, streets look like they're on fire, maybe rioting going on, but I also see in the back, there's someone in the back in red, you know what I'm saying? So there's a whole lot going on in this. Tell me what's
So like yeah, for sure, man. So like all my paintings are actually like connected in like a almost like a cinematic universe or whatever, like everything happens within the same exact world. And this painting was like a continuation of another one where there was like a demon. So this guy with the cloak and everything like that, he's actually the devil that was like opening the door in my opioid painting and everything. So so in the previous painting, this demon had like killed this man who was me, like a self-portrait and everything like that. And in this piece you can see like, oh, he stole his visage and his image and everything like that. And that's like continuing on that type of plot line, right? But like the actual theme of the whole piece is about like the callousness of like the rich, or the callousness of people who are in a higher place than you, to the suffering of the poor, and that's what I was really trying to get at. Like with this woman here, she's like the embodiment of that pure and utter non-worriedness to everything, because to her, despite there being somebody, and it's that like John the Baptist imagery and everything like that, despite there being like a severed head right next to her and like the streets running rampant with poor people like blowing stuff up and like people struggling and everything, she couldn't care less. Like her image didn't change at all. She's not even scared of like the angel that's confronting them in the right here in the painting. It's about, because and I was trying to do it more, not even like as a commentary like on big things, like every like bigger people in the world, but also on myself too, like I felt like as I was moving on and stuff like that, and I came here, I never wanted to be able to like turn a back to how it was back in Kenya, like I never wanted to like turn my back on my people or my family that over there who were struggling and everything like that. And this was kind of my way of keeping myself steady, being able to be able to recognize these type of emotions and then see how disgusting that is, and hate that in myself so I don't have to do that.
Wow, that's crazy, man. I like and that's beautiful. I mean, crazy mean beautiful. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm just amazed. When I mean crazy, I'm amazed because it's blowing my mind. How enriched. You know what I'm saying? And there's so much going on in that piece right there. You know what I'm saying? That it's awesome. You said the person in the back was an angel. This and the red.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
He's
man.
an angel that shows up actually later on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. For the people out there, can you explain to them how using gifts, your gift of your craft, could heal? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, dealing with a lot of trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like you said before, hurt and addiction. You know what I'm saying? Using your art. You know what I'm saying? How I see that you really try to combine, your art, but you really use as a message of healing. You know what I'm saying? Can you give us a little bit on that? You know what I'm saying? You constantly everything is telling a story, whether like you said, the woman, you know what I'm saying, the streets, you know what I'm saying, where the guys on the corner, you know what I'm saying, dealing with opiate, even yourself, that you had a portrait of yourself, you know, different stages of yourself. You know, how's important, you know, using your art, you know, for the healing of the masses.
I think like I think more than ever, art is gonna be like um the way of being able to heal people. I've always like since I started painting, I've always known that visual representation and the way that we see things and everything like that, that's our first language.
Right.
When you
Yeah.
born, you don't know how to
Mhm.
speak anything, but you're
Mhm.
still seeing the world, and that's the first way that you start to communicate with the with everything. When I moved
Mhm.
to America, I didn't know how to speak English and I couldn't talk to anybody like that, but I could see everybody and I could see what they were doing, and
Mhm.
having that gift and having that ability to be able to like even understand the world in that type of
Mhm.
way is something that I didn't want to take for granted, and that I
Right.
wanted to use as a way to push certain messages. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I think it's a very, and just how people say, like a picture's worth 1,000 words. Like I can tell you every day, like the statistics of whatever so and so that's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Mhm.
if I give you, but if I give you like an image of it, if I show
Right.
you the actual
Mhm.
human behind this, and then I make it feel like it, like if I put the music behind it and
Yes.
everything,
Yes.
you can really understand it. This is another human being that you passing by that needs your help. You know what I'm saying? And I want to use my art in a way to like give people that dignity, that they
Right.
deserve for real,
Mhm.
right?
Right. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know, I mean, it's crazy, man. It's
Mhm.
amazing. You know, like I said, anything that you make move, you know. So, like I said, yesterday was Picasso's. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Yeah.
saying, you know, not those were, you know, Caucasian, great, you know what I'm saying, artists, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
of the old, you know what I'm saying. But there's a new day and there's a
Yeah.
new era.
Mhm.
There's a new talent and the shit's moving, man. The
Exactly.
shit is moving, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? The art is moving.
yeah.
It's moving before your eyes, and it's still art. It's not like, you know what I'm saying. I done this. You know what I'm saying. I made this, you know, piece go do this. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
And you looking at it. You dig?
yeah,
Man, that's
exactly.
crazy, man.
Mhm.
You know, uh, I have one more piece that, you know, I'm a sh- I would like for you to give me
What's up?
your take on a suicide in a red moon forest.
Ah,
Can you tell me a little about?
yeah, 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 yeah. So, um, this piece was this piece was also monumental in a way, right? Because
Mhm.
it's the first time that I like started using like a couple of my symbols that have been in a lot of my paintings. Like that black cat and that Siamese cat. I don't know if you
Mhm.
noticed, but they're also in the other painting of like the opioid painting, and they appear in like
Mhm.
drawings and a bunch of stuff.
Right.
And they
Mhm.
were, I try to use those symbols to really like get at that idea of balance and everything. So
Right.
this whole piece was my dad was the one who modeled for it, which is funny.
Oh
Um,
wow. Mhm.
um, but it's about having like an inner conflict, like literally, within your we
Mhm.
would like me after having we me and my pops have had like a lot of conversations and everything like that, because he finds it like real important to like talk with me about stuff, because whenever he was growing up in Kenya, he didn't have a dad and everything, and
Mhm.
he really hit on me to like uh to get in that mentality, that conversation and understanding others is the way that we should go about it. So he's always been trying to do that with me, and he was telling me about like, oh yeah, man, a lot of points in my life it felt like I was in this internal struggle, this internal battle and everything,
Mhm.
and I didn't know in that moment if the choice that I made or the side of myself that won that battle was doing the right thing. So in this piece, I wanted to get at that kind of notion, like you see, it's one guy, it's called a suicide because it's one dude fighting himself.
Mhm.
And it's like, he just sliced that dude's head off and everything like that. But you don't know, really, you really don't know if
Mhm.
he's the good guy, like the hero of the story coming out victorious and everything like that, or
Mhm.
if he's the bad side who's like attacked this unarmed version of himself and everything,
Wow.
or killed his innocence, and that's how
Right.
it is. And that's why in the background, like you'll see there's bamboo and it's on fire. I
Mm.
wanted to get that too because like bamboo is really strong and really tough, and it can be this kind of coping mechanism for people to um, sort of be like, oh yeah, like I'm so strong in my mind, like I have things
Mm.
to fall back on, but at one point or another, like those types of parts of your mind fall, then you don't have
Mhm.
anything to lean back on, and you have to make a decision. So there's
Right.
nothing. So once he does this, there's no going back. You know what I'm saying? He can't
Right.
go back into that forest of strength, the red moon forest and everything with all that bamboo for cover because it's on fire as well. You got to live with your decisions, right?
Mm.
And then move on as a person with that.
Wow. Yeah, that's like I said, that's some dope.
Hey,
That's pretty heavy, man. Like, I didn't, I gathered myself. I seen it. It looked like it was him cutting his head off. Suicide. Like you're saying that sometimes you can destroy yourself. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be not particularly just committing suicide. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can kill the worse half of yourself or the better half of yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's either there's a growing process, and I killed my old man because I'm better, or actually my old man killed. You know what I'm saying? Myself right now. You know what I'm saying? And I
yeah.
never and I haven't grown.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's I didn't gather that, but you know what I'm saying? That's why you're here, and I'm glad that you're here,
Yeah.
brother. You
So,
know what I'm saying? To that you have displayed your art, man, to us, man, and the world. You know what I'm saying? I have how many exhibitions have you had, have had in your life, you know what I'm saying? And when was the first one you done?
the first one I did was, I think I've done maybe like 6 or 7
Okay, cool.
since I started painting.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and the first one I did was for like an award thing. Like
Hmm.
I entered my art teacher had like pushed me to enter like scholastics and stuff like that, and
Hmm.
I ended up I with that one painting of the head being cut off,
Hmm.
the lady and everything like that. And I ended up going to New York for that. So my art was like, in a gallery there. Um, and that was really amazing to see like somebody hanging up my artwork and everything like that. And then in
Right.
2020, I had a solo show with all of my work that I had created in Fort Wayne and at this place called Wunderkammer.
Oh,
Um, and that was really amazing. I had like a great turnout for that, especially because it was like the pandemic and everything, like
yeah.
and yeah, it was
Mhm.
like things like that really helped me like see that my art has like a real effect out in the world, and people
Mhm.
just people like it's like weird like having my art up and then like being there and seeing people like looking at
Uh-huh.
it, like yeah,
Does it kind of creep you out a little bit? It's like,
it's surreal,
your
yeah,
it's really is just your humbleness, you know what I'm saying? And it shows your character, you know. So a lot of people going there like, yeah, this is me, and I'm,
yeah.
you really kind of like I would be almost kind of spooked out a little bit. It's like, oh
Exactly,
shit, these people came out to see my work, even though the shit
exactly.
is amazing, but still your humbleness and you still like, oh shit, man, these people came to see my stuff, man. You know, huh? you know, how is it important to supporting the living artists today? You know what I'm saying? Because we, like I said, the Picassos, they all passed. The Monets, you know what I'm saying? The Renaissance era artists, you know what I'm saying? They all gone. It's
Yeah,
not saying that they're artists not to be looked at, and that's for historical records for us to like you said, we gravitate towards, what I'm saying, the past, what I'm saying, but we elevate today. How supporting the living, how tell the people how it's important to support the living artists today.
man, I
Very
think
important.
it's extremely important to give people their flowers and everything while they're still alive. Like especially with this art stuff, like it can be a struggle sometimes, like having to deal with, like constant pressure from yourself or the
Mhm.
world and everything like that when you're making like creative work and everything like that. So
Right.
having people be able to support you or seeing the people out there really care about what you're making while you're making it, it can push you to work even harder. Like I know that's a fact for me. Like whenever like I'm like post something or make a video and I see comments of people liking it or like it blows up or people come to one of my shows and everything, it's so invigorating to see that like my art has a real genuine impact on the world, and that makes me want to create even more, and that's going to make an even bigger impact, you know what I'm saying? Especially like with like Black artists now, like we haven't had a spot in art for the longest because just up until like 60 years ago, we couldn't even drink at the same water fountains. You know what I'm saying? Like 50 years ago, Kenya wasn't even a country yet. Like we were still under British colony. We were still a British colony. You know what I'm saying? So now in the 21st century, like this is our first ever opportunity for real to like have a spot in the art world to like make anything. So having support from the outside world and everything, especially with the internet, it's crazy because now you can get your flowers. Like back then, like even with Picasso, like he took inspiration from like African masks or whatever, but you probably never heard about that because he didn't have to tell anybody, but now we can hold everybody accountable. Like I'm right here, bro. Like I can be like, yo, Picasso, bro, that's from me, you just
still,
exactly.
You stole my shit, bro. You took my stuff, man.
Exactly. Yeah, so
right. Oh man.
That's what I'm thinking, man.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm gonna put you on the spot. You do poetry, right? Are you into poetry?
Yeah, of course.
Do you have anything right now that you to memory that you want to give to the people? Like I said, this is a dope poetry jam where we do poetry, we do art, and we do music. So
yeah,
you got something, man. If you got something, just give the people a little something. Like I said, because you're very multi-talented in a lot of ways, man. So,
thank you. I gotta wait. Hold up. Before that, Can I go grab my charger real quick, Mark?
Oh yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir.
I don't want my computer to die on you,
Nah, you all right, brother. As a matter of fact, yeah. No, you all right. You all right.
But
Man, baby, what's wrong with you?
Man, here lately, I just haven't been having any energy at all.
Man, you know what you need.
What?
You need to get you some Hype Juice.
What's Hype Juice?
Man, Hype Juice is a LA-based THC tincture company.
How would that help me?
I'm going to tell you. Because by dispensing just a single drop or two, it allows you to titrate precisely the right dose. And not only that, they come in several different flavors. What? I'm talking about bubblegum, grape, strawberry, cherry, and a whole bunch more. And not only that, it contains 85% of THC to get you right where you need to be.
Whoa. Shit. Send that my way then, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Where can I get it?
Well, that's simple, man. You just go to thehypejuice.net. Thehypejuice.net. That's where you go. Or you can follow them on IG at Gotta Had a Hype Juice.
Wow. Do you have some of that right now?
Yeah, I got a little something.
Well, bring it over here then, baby.
It's simple, my tribe. Just go to thehypejuice.net or you can follow them on IG at Gotta Have a Hype Juice.
I think at the end of the day, it's just about balance, You spend so much time giving these pieces of yourself to other people that eventually you'll be nothing.
Yeah, but who am I if I'm not giving more?
I get what you're saying. Sometimes when I'm not creating art, it's like I'm nothing. I'm like hollow on the inside, It's almost like everybody around you is a piece of yourself. You create your own reality. So everything that you fear or everything that you're scared of about other people is just a reflection of yourself. And you can't keep spending so much time tearing yourself down, eating yourself from the inside instead of building yourself up. You know, your mind should be a space of creativity, of growth. So don't let the reality that you've created become a cage.
Yes, family. Yeah. It is very important for us to reach out, you know what I'm saying, and support our black poets, you know what I'm saying, our black artists and our black musicians at this time. And that's what basically what we're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? We are just pushing, you know what I'm saying, and promoting and publicizing a great thing because one of the several liberal arts is, you know what I'm saying, music and art. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is very important for us to, you know, push our artists. You know what I'm saying? Put them out there. You know what I'm saying? Project them. Let's, you know, out there into the universe because they're doing great things. Welcome back, my brother. Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
All right. Yes, sir. I can hear you.
All right,
You
beautiful.
know, yeah, brother.
Sorry
Like I
about
was. No, you all right, man. You are all right, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we you know, like I said, I was, you know, basically, you know, getting back to what I was, you know, your art. You know what I'm saying? Your poetry. I'm not I'm not gonna get you off the hook on that, brother.
that.
You know what I'm saying? If you have any poetry, can you give us a little, you know, touch of
Yeah, for sure.
your work in that area?
I have this I have this one poem that my friend Semi Laura and I had worked on for like a previous painting. And it's called My Neighbor is Building a Boat Outside.
Hmm.
All right, it goes like this. The shape is all staunch geometry, all angles, no mercy. There's no curve to it yet, just wood stacked and nailed together on the blacktop. I'm passing him by with my bike on my way to the store. My movement, a desperate kind of rowing. I feel his eyes on my back. He catches my eye and averts like the sight hurt. He slows his movement, as if to say, I am not your neighbor. I remember the four freedoms: freedom from want, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom from fear. I remember Nina Simone crooning melodies of I wish I knew how it would feel to be free, spilling from her tongue like marbles, like Mancala beads shaped by pressure. My family has lived in our neighborhood for 6 years now. There are parking lots outside my house reserved for residents. My family has lived here for 6 years. I passed by the man hammering away at the gopher wood on the way to the store, and my mother's car is towed the next day. I leave my house later, determined to prove my belonging in silence, and he is bent over the boat, more wooden sores than skin, and his eyes tattoo my skin. It is not by accident this time. There are snarling teeth behind his eyes, attempting communication, as if to say, why are you here? As if to snarl, go back. God is sending a flood, as if to spit. I am building an ark, and I am taking everyone that lives here, but the ones that look like you. It rained, and I wanted to see if he would bring out his grand yacht in progress, bring Josephine Baker to shake banana hips on his cruise, but not to laugh with her. La love thy neighbor becomes metronome in my head. I pedal and I crane my neck back to check his construction's progress, but don't see the bump in the road. I fly over the handlebars, turn mammal underneath the afternoon sun, and only when I am on the floor does my neighbor look up from his blacktop workshop. Oh, he says. He chuckles. Tells me to be careful. I'm still dizzy, but pick up a pebble on the blacktop. I let it roll in my hand, consider it with torture. It settles in my hand, a dark, moist brown, as if melting into my palm, as if colored from my own flesh.
Bro. When you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? When you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Not only did I get some powerful, paintings, I also got some dope ass poetry, brother. You know what I'm
Thank you,
saying?
man.
Spoken word is everything. You know what I'm saying? At the beginning, God said, you know what I'm saying, was the
Exactly.
word. You know what I'm saying? The beginning was the word. You know what I'm saying? So it was spoken, you know what I'm saying? And that's it, brother. I appreciate that, man. I
Thank you, man.
appreciate that. We all, we all, you know what I'm saying, to come on my platform, man, and to do this, man, I thank you, my brother, you know what I'm saying, for doing this, you know what I mean? Not only did I get, like I said, some great paintings, I also got, you know what I'm saying, a portrait. Like I said, this is our dope poetry jam where, you know what I'm saying, I say poetry, but if you got art, you know what I'm saying, I mean, hell, bro, if you got, I mean, go ahead and pull the guitar out. I'm waiting on the guitar. You got a guitar? You ready to slump it or something, man?
No, yeah.
Because I see that you're very multi-talented in so many things.
Thank you,
Piano, man. I know you got a piano somewhere.
I do play piano. I don't got it here though.
Oh man, that would have been dope too, man. The hitters were all three. You know what I mean? For a guest to come on and hit us with poetry, art, and as a musician, man, that's great. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Can you tell the people what's your next upcoming ventures? You know what I'm saying, and advertisements and you have any merch or anything? Just platform to do so, brother.
For sure, man. Right now I'm really just working on like creating new pieces and everything like that to like show out in Baltimore. I don't have any shows scheduled right now, but if you guys like follow me on my Instagram at TOSKAGO, you'll always get updates like if I'm having a show, and then you can actually see the work in real life, and I've really been trying to work on making like films that I usually post on my Instagram too. So there's a lot. I was TOSKAGO. And I
sorry about that.
No, you good, man.
Okay.
And if you guys want to, be able to like support if you don't want to buy like an original painting on my website, I also sell like prints of different pieces, like some of the ones that you've shown here, so you can get yourself a print of one of my pieces and I'll ship it off to you.
You said that's not right.
Yeah, TOS.
Okay. Sorry about that, brother.
Purchase my art at www.toskago. You're all good, man.
All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So like let me take that off here. That's not right.
No, you good.
Yeah, man.
But yeah.
Yeah, man. Like I was saying, like I said, I appreciate you being on here, man. I'm grateful that you touched down on our platform, man. And you're more than welcome to come back on here if you have any other ventures, you know what I'm saying, or any other art exhibition that you have, you know what I'm saying, that you want to touch back down, and so the world would know, say your upcoming ventures, man. You're more than welcome to come back on our show, brother. I appreciate you. But before you leave, I got a couple questions, random questions. There's nothing, just random questions, brother. You know what I'm saying? Country, rock, rap, or jazz?
Rap and jazz.
You got to, so
yeah, it's hard, man.
Just combine the both of them together, huh?
Yeah. Jazz rap,
right.
That's the thing.
Dope. Okay. Hot or cold?
Hot.
Okay. Wine or a hard stiff drink?
Hard stiff drink. Not a wine.
Okay. Yeah. Spring or fall?
Fall.
Fall.
I'm born in October, so yeah, it's like
You
very
get it
like,
out, man.
yeah,
And I'm the same way, man. I love the fall.
yeah.
You know, it's just where it's just not hot and it's not cold yet, but it's right there in the middle where I can put on a jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love wearing
The outfits be
boots
the
and shit
best
like that.
though. Yeah,
Yeah, hell yeah. So putting on that fall weather clothing is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. And you have to be in the Midwest to understand that too.
Amen,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, man. Yeah. But like I said, man, I appreciate you coming on our show, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I thank you, man. Like I said, your art, man, will stand the test of time. Like I said, if you want to get at I'm sorry that I didn't, put it out there right, but they can also go to your Instagram, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And and touch down with you. So that would be the the baseline to get at you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on my platform, man. And once again, my tribe, we have done another great artist, poet and musician. The next time he come on, he's gonna play the piano for us, and get out, But I appreciate you, brother, and thank you for coming on our show, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. All right.
Yes. All right, man. Peace out, my brother.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. But once again, family, I want y'all to tune back in. We have another guest coming soon. I have Larry Bernard Hoover, and I have my brother David Barksdale, and my brother Anthony Hampton is coming on Saturday at 6 p.m. So tune into that, where we'll be discussing a lot of urban issues that's going on for us, police brutality, gun control, and just what's going on in the inner city. You know what I'm saying? The undermining the black youth in the inner city. So tune in to that. You know what I'm saying? As I have my Larry Hoover Jr., David Barksdale, and Anthony Hampton coming on. Our next show will be Saturday, I believe. And Sunday, I will have Indianapolis' very own artist, rapper, brother, my brother, Tony Cleveland from Mola Road, you know what I'm saying? Touchdown with the West Side, you know what I'm saying? My brother from the West Side, rap artist, you know what I'm saying? So he will be touching my tribe with his presence as well. So, like I said before, my tribe, do unto others as you want done unto you. Until next time, peace out.